to my channel. So we're going to do my Shop My Stash today. I'm actually on time with this. I was wondering if I was going to be able to film this, but I'm here. We're here. We're going to change up everything that I pulled for the month of February today, and we're going to pull for March. So I have a few items here. I'll just quickly go through them as always. So I have the Kiss Mophie Blush Glow Kit. I went into this a couple of times, but I really do feel like all of these shades are the same. So I don't know what I'm missing out on here, but I think maybe one or two are slightly different and everything else is the same. So anyway, I did go into that one. I think they're fine, but I just don't get why we need 6 different shades that are all the same. I ended up going into the SVMY foundation. I still like this. I think it's decent. It's a good color match on me as well. So I did enjoy this foundation this month. I have pulled quite a lot from WhatsUp Beauty. So I have 2 WhatsUp Beauty setting powders, one of which I used more as a powder bronzer. This one is the shade Tan, and I did use this as a bronzer a few times this month. I also ended up going into the light shade as well, where I did use this as obviously a setting powder. 2 more items here from WhatsUp Beauty. I have the Serengeti highlighter, which I did end up going into a couple times, but not as much as I thought I would. And then I do have one of their Check Tear blush here. This is the Serene Sienna, and I did go into this a couple times as well. This is really beautiful. I love all of these. I think they're really, really stunning, and I'm so happy that I have them. Did I go into this glam shop though? I might not have, or I did. Maybe once. I don't think I went into this very much, but this is from Glam Shop. It's like a illuminating primer. The Hanboli Concealer, I went into this once or twice, but I am still trying to finish my concealer for my Project Pan, so I don't think I went into this too much. I really enjoyed these 2 blush. I have the Makeup Revolution Pink Party. I love this, and I couldn't resist pulling it for the month. I did go into it a few times. I just think it's stunning. Obviously it came smashed, so it usually looks prettier than this, but mine is all smashed up. And then I actually enjoyed this one. This is a powder blusher stick from Chiquinua, and first time trying this this month, and I actually enjoyed this blush and the color. I have another concealer here. This is the mini Hanboli potted concealer. I've just been going into this shade. I haven't even tried the other 2 shades, but I actually really enjoy this. It's really brightening and creamy. Went into my Essence primer, so Cherry Happy, a few times. I do actually enjoy this. It's kind of like more of a serum though, and I always tend to like those. And then I did go into my Maybelline 30 Hour Lumi Matte Foundation, and I just think this works best when I have quite a lot of hydration on my skin. When my skin is feeling dry, this is not the best foundation for me. So I still enjoy it. I just have figured out that I need to use it with certain products. All right, lip products is actually really, really small. Usually I have tons and tons to go through, and this is all I went into in the month of February. They're all very pink and peachy tone. I didn't do any vampy looks, as you know, you would kind of expect, because you know, it was Valentine's Day, so I was just feeling kind of pinky. So I've got the Etude Fixing Woody Pink. I did go into some of these a few times. I've got another Etude Fixing tint, and this is Coral Breeze, so I really enjoyed those too. I've got some C Beauty items here too. So I've got the Gigi Bear, which I enjoyed. I don't know what shade this is. It's shade 1, so I don't really know what collection or anything. Also went into Desic, which is a K-Beauty brand, and this is the shade 3. Really enjoy this. It's like a pinky peach. Went into my Glam Shop Velvet lip tint. This is Kiss Kiss, and this smells delicious. It smells like caramel. It is absolutely gorgeous, but again, it's like a peachy pink. Went into this bright pink liquid matte lipstick from CMAADU. Again, this is like a C Beauty brand, so I've just been like trying out some other lip products. I've got my Beauty Bay lipstick here in the shade T. Had I known that Beauty Bay was going to go into administration, I would have definitely put an order through. I did not know. Hopefully they're saved. I don't really know. But yeah, someone mentioned that they went into administration, and who knew that was going to happen, right? I wish I had known, because I would have got quite a lot of their products because they do have some decent products. But anyway, this is in my Project Pan, this lipstick. So I've been going into this quite a lot. Maybe that's why there's less lip products here, because I am actually focusing on finishing this. I've got another C Beauty CMMA DU liquid matte. This is definitely more of a peachy one. The other one was pink. I've got Nomad Cosmetics little lip gloss here. I love this. And then a ColourPop Ultra Matte Lip in the shade Beware. I love that one too. Two of the NYX Soft Matte. I've got the shade Antwerp and I've got the shade Zurich. Two of my favorite shades, and I think they're just still lovely. Went to one of my lip liners. This is the BH Cosmetics. I think it's the shade Earth, but it's all come off now. And then my L'Oreal XOXO Rose Tendre lipstick, which is like a shimmery pink paradise. And yeah, those are all the lip products. So not too many. Usually I have way more, but what we're going to do now is we're going to pull for March. And oh wait, actually before I do that, I did end up going into a couple of eyeshadow palettes that I pulled last month, but I did ignore two of them. So the Norvina from ABH, I didn't end up going into. So I don't think I want to leave it out though. I'm hoping that I can pull this for a project and just double check that the quality is still there, because it's still a very old palette. But this one I didn't end up going into this month. And then also this one I didn't go into at all. And this is new for me. This is a C Beauty tiny little palette. Again, all the shades look the same. So I think I just wasn't inspired to go into it. So I did not go into those two. But anyway, we are going to pull some other palettes for today. So let's get going. Okay, so welcome to the chaos. This drawer is just beyond control at this point. I do need to do something about it. I'm just not able to have it clean. I understand where everything is, but the normal person will probably look at this and be like, girl, you need to separate some of these. They shouldn't be bunched up too closely. But alas, we are here because I do not want to do that project yet. Okay, so I put everything away. What I did not mention to you, hold on. I did pull this last month and I did finish it. So it's in my empties, just so you are aware. I didn't forget this. So this one is an empty, so I did finish that. So I want to pull another SPF. I've decided I'm going to do empty videos probably quarterly. So we're going to wait until the end of this month and then I'll share everything I've finished for the year so far. But anyway, we're going to pull, not that the sun is out, this is just like me hoping for the best. I'm thinking something that I've already kind of gone into. So I do have these from Makeup Revolution, but I haven't opened them yet and I don't want to. So we're going to save these. But I have this one, which I have gone into, and I think, you know, SPF doesn't really last. So I'm going to start using this again and try to finish it up. So this is the Daily UV Glow, and then I don't need to pull both. So I'm going to just grab this one. So that one does have a slight tint. So in terms of another primer that I might want to use this month, I think I'm going to grab my NYX Plump Right Back and potentially finish it. I don't really have much left. I love this one. It's a serum primer. And if I finish it, I'll probably buy it again. Well, something that is not in the drawer that I've already grabbed is the Soul Body. Obviously, this is ColourPop, and this is the light shade. This is their bronzer, cream bronzer. And I have been going into this already, so I want to pull it from my Shop My Stash and, you know, purposely go into it a little bit more. So this one I'm definitely going to pull. Foundation-wise, I've been wanting to have something that has a little bit less coverage, but I also have some in here that are still a bit pale for me. For instance, this one I do enjoy. It actually has quite decent coverage from Purito. It's a BB cream, but the coverage is pretty strong, and it's neutral ivory. It is pretty light. So I think before I start actually getting sun on my skin, I'm going to want to use this a little bit more. The only other one that I can think of that I would probably need to use just because of the tint would maybe be my Makeup Revolution one, because that's F2. That's pretty light as well. But that is pretty full. Like, I kind of need to use both of these. I think out of the two of them, the Purito is slightly older, so we're going to grab the Purito first. And I think for powder-wise, I would like to use... Oh, I don't know. Let's use my e.l.f. Halo Glow Setting Powder. I really enjoy this. I feel like in the summer, it gets a little bit too glowy, but because we're not there yet, maybe this will be fine. Me talking about summer, we're not even in spring. I'm just like desperate for things to change. I know other people are like this. It's not just me. Blush wise, I think I'm gonna have an issue because I really don't know what to grab for my blush. Let's see. We've got the Gentle Genova from WhatsUp Beauty. My voice is going for some reason. This is pretty. This is very peachy. I think I'm gonna grab this one just to play around. I'm also going to grab my Kiko Milano Shadow of the Earth one. This is also really peachy. They're kind of the same. Why am I picking the same? I'm gonna grab it anyway. And then I think I want a real pink one. So maybe we grab the NYX Buttermelt Blush. This is my Butter Half. This is ultra pigmented, if I can get it open. It's really kind of scary, this one, but I think I'm going to pull it. I think I'm also going to grab my Essence Baby Got Blush Liquid Blush. This is the shade 10. This is also quite pinky, and I want to play around with that. I think I'm also going to get the Physicians Formula Butter Glow Contour Wand because I'm not a fan, so I'm going to figure it out. All right, moving on. We have a little concealer here. This is, again, another one from Hanboli. So I just had this one in my Shop My Stash, but I've got more of a wand now, and this is very light. I'm going to pull this because I kind of want to play around with it. I've only used it a couple times. So yeah, we're gonna pull this one too. Bear in mind, I do have one that I'm working on in my project pan, so if I hate that one, I don't have to use it. I think as far as highlighter goes, I want to grab my Nabla Ozone highlighter. I think this is really pretty. I am trying to finish a highlighter in my project pan, which is going to take a while, so I don't want to go crazy. I do think I want to grab a palette though. I think I'm going to grab this one, which is from W7. And this is basically a dupe for one of the Benefit ones. So I'm going to play around with it and see if I still want to keep it. I think I'm also going to grab this blush. This is the Maxi blush from Essence. It's the Can You Feel the Love Tonight shade. I've always had issues with this one, so I want to see. Again, it's another peachy one. So I'm going to compare all these peachy ones and see if I really need to keep it. So straight away, I'm going to grab my Broken Jewels. I've been wanting to go into this a little bit more. I do plan to do a 3 looks 1 video with it. I just haven't started, but I figured, you know, I always like to do a get ready with me in these videos, and I think I'm going to use this. Maybe another palette too, but I kind of, as boring as that sounds, I kind of want to go into the browns because I haven't done a neutral look with this, and maybe I can make it a little bit special. I did end up going into the blues, I believe, when I did go into this once. And I think, quite honestly, I have so many palettes that are quite colorful in projects at the moment. I don't really have anything that I'm working on that is leaning more neutral, and I've been craving neutral looks. I know that sounds boring, but I you know, where are my browns? I haven't really done many looks with browns. Or rich tones like that, and I did a lot of it last year because obviously I had my Pan That palette was neutral, but it's not this year, so I kind of desperately need that. I'm going to pull my new neutrals. So this palette obviously is neutral with a twist, and I just always say I enjoy it and then I never use it, so I do actually kind of want to use this today as well, so we'll see how we go. I think I also want to grab my Glaminatrix Nearly Neutral, because again, I'm feeling neutrals. And this is neutral, but obviously with a little bit of a twist. This is definitely very neutral, but very pretty. And I just want to play around with this a little bit more. All right, so I'm not gonna lie, I am feeling a little under the weather. I've also, I mean, some of you know, but most of you wouldn't know, but my parents were supposed to be here this week and they didn't come due to health reasons. So I hadn't really planned to do much in terms of this channel this week. and I'm feeling under the weather. I'm worried about what's going on and things like that. So I'm not like on top form. So I probably won't be like super chatty in this get ready with me. I know a bunch of you love my like the get ready with me part of this, but I don't know how enthusiastic I can be, especially with how what's going on, in the world. Like it's hard to fake it. And as much as I don't want my channel to reflect anything like political or be serious at all, because I quite honestly think we all, we do our makeup and we like to do things to maybe like for a little bit of an escape. I'm gonna actually go into my SPF. I don't know why. I'm gonna do it. So, I really try not to speak about much, but just so you know, like I'm not gonna come on here and be super happy and bubbly and, I just can't fake it, if I'm not feeling it, right? And I think when I'm sitting down doing my makeup is obviously when my thoughts are running and I'm really like thinking about stuff, and yeah, I might not really be super chatty in this video. I'm just letting you know, just FYI. It's just one of those things, like I wonder how other people do it, who come on YouTube and make videos. Quite honestly, I do find it quite interesting that people can just pretend that things aren't happening, But like I said, I don't want to talk about it. It's just, it's just whatever. Anyway, that has a little bit of coverage, as you can see, but I'm going to go into the Purita Cica BB cream. What is Cica? Does anyone know? Like, I know it's like a skincare thing and it's good for you, but I've actually never like looked it up and figured out what it is. Does anyone know what it is? I don't know. I guess it's like a little bit of a coping mechanism. I'm just going back to the, where people just like carry on, pretend like life is fine and like things are fine. When in reality, nothing's been fine for what, 6 years? It's just, I just feel like it's been one thing after another. And I don't know, I remember the world feeling lighter and brighter, and I feel like, things are just getting doomier and gloomier and darker. And if you're coming on here and expecting me to be super happy and cheerful, I guess today is not the day. Today is not the day. But yeah, we're just all like sticking through it, right? Like, what else can we do? But it's just, I've kind of, I don't know. There's nothing I can do, so whatever. Okay, this hair is annoying me, so I'm going to have to just put it back. It's annoying. You're annoying me. We'll do the other one because she will also annoy me. There. Okay, they are behind, and I'm happy with my hair. My hair, like, let's move on to positives, things that don't matter in the world. Let's talk about my hair. I'm happy with my hair. It's super, super thick. It's like growing really, really well. I think the fact that I'm not dyeing the roots is helping. The shape of it and the style is still questionable. I still have a lot of bits that are longer than others. And I'm waiting for it all to like really like grow down and grow out before I can actually get it professionally styled, if that makes sense. I don't want to keep cutting it because I would like to eventually have my hair back to a decent length. For me at least. Like, there's nothing wrong with short hair, but for me personally, I prefer longer. I think it just flatters my face a little bit more because I have such a round, fleshy face, if that's a way to describe it. So you know what I mean. This is a really bright concealer. I might have to, well, I do have one in my project pan, but I might have to use a different one. I wet this yesterday. This is a brand new, this is really, really spongy, and quite big. So I feel like it's a little too big at the moment, but it'll calm down. It's still a little wet, so What do we think? It's definitely brightening, right? I don't mind it. Let me have a look. Look in the mirror. So my eyes might look a little red because I have been using my What's a Beauty, what color is the burgundy one? Yeah, like the burgundy. So it's basically like a red mascara. So I did use that yesterday. And I notice it does stain. All right, let's quickly powder. I'm gonna use my e.l.f. Halo Glow, which I really do like. What do we think? The skin's looking skin-like. It still has a little bit of coverage. I just don't want to have like full coverage. I think it just doesn't suit me, even when my skin is looking bad. And you know, you want to like cover all the imperfections. I feel like it ends up looking like I have a mask on. All right, I'm gonna go into the Soul Body. I really like this bronzer, especially for this time of year. I've always said it works really well for this time of year and leading on to spring, so this is why I've been wanting to use it. It's nice having certain products that work, you know, in different parts of the year, but I also, you know, to make life easier, it would be nice to have products that work all year long, but I just don't think that's possible. I just don't think it's possible with, you know, the climate that I live in, and just, I don't know, I think with the seasonal shifts, you know, your preferences change, don't they? This hair, what is, just go away. I've just spoken about you, go away. Okay, all right, we're good, we're somewhat good. And also it smells really good for something that is relatively old now in my collection. I haven't bought from ColourPop in a really long time. This still smells really beautiful. And I'm getting quite a nice little dip, so I do like that. I think I'm gonna go into the WhatsUp Beauty Gentle Genova blush. I know I keep going into these, but I feel like every time I go into them, it's a different color, right? So this is obviously a different color to what I had last month. And it's pretty. You can see it's peachy, but it has a little bit of rouge to it, which I do like. I've been using this quite a lot for my eyebrows. I'm just gonna do my eyebrows with this King pretty sort of little pen. It's gonna definitely run out very soon, so might as well get my uses in, get another empty in, and then I'll probably just go back to eyeshadow. I haven't really been using eyeshadow on my brows since I've had this, because it's just been kind of easy and I've just been wanting to use it since I opened it. But once it's done, I don't think I'm really going to go out of my way to get anything different. I'm just probably just going to continue using eyeshadow because it worked really well for me last year, and I'm really not that fussed. I just kind of clean up as well as I can. My eyebrows are never going to be symmetrical. I just don't have that type of shape. And I'm not that fussed. Oh my God, what am I doing? I'm not that fussed about it. So they just add a little bit of definition and color back into my brows, right? Yes, okay. I think it's a placebo thing too. You know, you do it and you think, oh, I've done that, so it must look better. Okay, so with the eyeshadow palettes, I think I'm gonna go into these two today. Let me just look at the Broken Jewels. Yeah, so there's really only, I mean, this brown right here is quite deep. So I think I'm gonna go into this one to start off with, right? So we've got these two that I could use. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go into my kind of glam, and we're just gonna play around. We're just gonna see what happens. Maybe I'll zoom you in even further, so you can look at how messy I do this. All right, I'm gonna go into the Broken Jewels, and I'm gonna use that shade called Earthstone right here. Yeah, I think what it is I've been, because obviously I had the Shadow Kiss as my Pan palette for last year, so I did a lot of brown, sort of smoky neutral looks like this, or how this is starting. I don't know how this is going to end. And I feel like I've done none of these types of looks this year so far, and I kind of miss it. It's nice because it's like, this is the type of thing I want to wear every day. I do like wearing colorful eye makeup, but I feel like every single day I'm wearing color on my eyes, and it's getting a little tiring. Yeah, so I think I'm gonna have to go into Lava Spark. It's just too pretty to not. So we're gonna go into that maybe right now. Just like, look at this. It's so pretty, so pretty. This is the first time me trying Dede Signature, this palette, and I'm very, very impressed. Like, this is the type of shimmer that I adore, like this sparkly, really punchy, gorgeous shine. And this reminds me of the Lethal Cosmetics Avatar palettes. Like, they are kind of like this in terms of their impact. So I'm very impressed with this Broken Jewels palette, and it's sad that I've only used it the once. This is the second time that I'm using it, so I really want to go into it. I've had it for over 2 months now. Has it been over? Yeah, over 2 months, because I got it for Christmas. So let me know if you would be interested in seeing more looks with it, because it is really stunning and the formula is really pretty, and it definitely makes me want to try more from the brand. Probably more so than Belle Beauty Bar. I kind of prefer this to the Belle Beauty Bar formula, even though I really enjoy that formula too. There's just something about the impact of this that I just kind of find delicious. There's no other way to describe it. It's just delicious to me. So anyway, I've left a little gap in the front because I think we're gonna add something different there. I'm gonna go into this in my inner corner just to see how that looks. And if I'm not happy, then I'll put something else. But yeah, let me know if you've tried Dede Signature, if you're a fan. Hopefully there's no issues with that brand, you know? I feel like every day now there's like new drama, new issues, and I'm not caught up with all of that, clearly, because I didn't even know about Beauty Bay and what was going on with Beauty Bay. All of that, that's like an issue, but it's still, you know, beauty news, and I'm just so out of it now. I just don't, like, I don't look at videos where they talk about new releases or anything, because I just don't care. And I've mentioned this before, but I'm not buying new makeup, so I don't really care. And I have been itching and wanting to buy new makeup recently, and that's why I mentioned the other day, you know, I went on Beauty Bay and I couldn't even go on, what's going on? And it's just because, you know, I kind of have that itch and that feeling, but I'm not being driven by what I see online, which I think is a nice feeling. So it's less about me feeling like the peer pressure of wanting to go in and buy something, whereas right now all I'm feeling is, oh, I just kind of want to play around with some new makeup, what's available, and I'm not feeling the FOMO about it. So I know it's coming from a good place, if that makes sense. Okay, so that shade did go everywhere, the Dede shade, but it's fine. I'm not complaining. It's just I wasn't delicate about it. Okay, I'm not sure if I like this. All right, I'm gonna go into the Glaminatrix Nearly Natural, and they've got this shade right here, which is Naked Eye. I think I have to put that there. Okay, I tried to go in with 2 different brushes and nothing was working, so going in with my finger now. And I made a mess. I made a mess, but it's a pretty mess, so it's fine. It's a pretty mess, I don't mind. It's a sparkly mess, I don't mind. Yeah, there's sparkles all over my eyes. on my face, but I don't hate it. Okay, I think I'm just gonna go with this brush. This is the first shade that I went into. I'm just gonna put a little bit underneath. Okay, sadly I don't want to open up another black mascara. I do have this one and I hate it, but we're gonna use it. I'm hoping it doesn't make a mess. Every time I go into this is the Fit Colors Super Mascara. I got it in that CE Beauty box that I got for Christmas, and this is terrible. It goes everywhere and I don't like the wand. Like, I don't like anything about it. I think my lashes look okay after using it, but I hate the fact that it makes an absolute mess. But we're gonna go into it because the only other mascara that I have open is the Burgundy mascara from WhatsUp Beauty, and I just don't think that that's gonna, I don't want to put that on my eyes today. So wish me luck. We're gonna go and do some magic. Hopefully, I mean, I do have that sparkle everywhere. So what's a little bit more mess gonna really do at the end of the day? All right, I've tried my best not to make a mess of that, but I still ended up making a mess. So there it is. Okay, one thing that I have not added is highlighter. So I think, let me just zoom you out a little bit. We're gonna go into the Ozone from Nabla. I'm just gonna try to buff that into here. All right, so I'm gonna go into my Essence 8 Hour Matte. This is the Chestnut Perfection. This is the deep one. I'm going to go into that, and then I'm gonna go into a pale nude shade. I haven't blended it because I'm just like, I think this will help. This is from Makeup Factory. I don't remember the shade. I think it's a nude one. Like, it says nude. All right, something like that. It doesn't have to be perfect. I'm not going for perfection today. I do look quite bronzy though. All right, this is the final look. I wanted to go neutral, I guess boring. I know you guys really like color, but I've been doing so much color. This is like what I was craving to do. So hopefully it wasn't super boring. I did get to play around with some of the products that I pulled, but obviously not all of them. And I will be going probably through everything. I usually do for my Shop My Stash. It's very rare that I don't end up going into something. That's why I purposely try not to pull too much, because it always ends up being too much, because I do want to focus on my project pan, and then my Shop My Stash can be for the days when I'm like, oh, I want to play with something else. All right, so that is the end of the video. I'm sorry I wasn't super chatty or like bubbly or everything like that. I think we're all just feeling it. I mean, quite honestly, I don't know anybody who's having a wonderful time right now. So, I mean, I hope everyone is doing well, considering, and just like staying focused and just thinking like positive things, positive vibes. But it's pretty hard too. But we just concentrate on your family and your friends and whatever else, your job, whatever makes you happy, your pets, whatever is keeping everything going for you. And yeah, we will just continue playing with our makeup, I guess. But anyway, thank you so much for watching. Like and subscribe if you'd like to, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.